There we go. I'm actually going to take this trade here.
Order. Order submitted.
So trading back into that midnight open here, I'm going to move my stops here, mitigate my loss a little bit. Have my stop loss at that fair value gap that's already been respected down there. Looking to just catch that 100 points, right? 100 points from the opening price would be up here between 9:30 and 11 a.m. That's all I'm looking to catch, right? But market traded higher, took out the daily high. We haven't seen that reversal in the first 30 minutes of the open, so expecting price to just hold and continue to trade higher at this point. But if it doesn't, we have our stop loss in a valid spot if we're wrong about this trade. And we can just move on, right? So yeah, I got about half risk on the table. Nothing crazy. Trading into that fair value gap now. Just barely tapped into that fair value gap. Let's see if we can get price to start running for the highs again. It's also a pretty nice 4-hour candle wick, right? And we still have our stops in the middle of this 4-hour range. So price wants to come back and balance this price range here on the 4-hour candle. It can, and our stops is still in a valid spot. Hmm. Now if we start trading back above this candle's high and trading towards this high, I probably will scale in another contract, or I might go break even. We'll see how price gets up there if it does. So we do have SMT with ES. We do have SMT, but kind of expecting price to continue to spool higher for SMT or for ES, not SMT, and possibly trade into that 1 standard deviation on ES. Let's see what this 1 minute candle does. This 1 minute candle is coming in here, instantly kind of tanking down into this fair value gap, into that volume imbalance. So we'll see if this wants to flip or we start trading down. Would be kind of interesting if we started trading through this low. I am looking for that fair value gap to hold. We are consolidating right at the highs here. So expecting a tap into that fair value gap, like I mentioned, and price to continue higher and reach that 100-point target. We got 40 minutes for that still, so still got a lot of time. Just going to be patient with this. Now we start breaking these highs. We start breaking these highs here, definitely going break even. We break these highs, I don't want to see price come back into the range and start consolidating. I want to see price just run for that 100-point target. Amazing. So we get that high break and we can go break even now. So going break even on that trade. And now we just let this run. and see what price wants to do. Kind of going into price discovery, looking for that 24,910 level, that psychological level, right? We have 24.9 right there on the table. That was a pretty hard spike to the upside there, taking out all-time high again. Yeah, I don't really want to scale into this trade at this point. I don't think. Or maybe I could and then put my stop at break even still. Could maybe still put my stop at break even. But see if ES keeps wanting to run for this one standard deviation. Now price could come back, trade into some of these candles here before trading higher. Maybe fill this range, right? So we don't create a fair value gap. Or we could start spooling higher here and creating a fair value gap. Just depends on what price wants to do here. But at this point, definitely don't want to see price come back into the range. We have our stop loss down here below the bodies of these candles. Definitely want to see this consolidation area get respected, because if it does not, then this would be manipulation to trade lower towards the NYSE open, right? So stop is in a very good spot at this point, and we just let this ride. Hmm. So within the next 20 minutes, right? From that 10:30 to 10:45 candle, I am looking for price to make that final jump, right? For that 100-point target. $15 looks good. Now at this point, we probably could still trade higher after this point to that 1 standard deviation from the Asia range up here. But I just want to get a little piece of the pie here and get out on a Monday with a dub. And have the win streak continue, right? Continue that win streak. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, Eric. Yeah, glad I didn't rip a short like I did last week on a Monday. Caught some backlash on social media for that. I posted it on social media. And I mean, sometimes that works out, right? Where, if you have conviction, sometimes you can just rip a short like that off the open if you expect price to manipulate. But you are guessing a little bit. That is just like heavy conviction. But kind of learned my lesson from that this week, and just because it's kind of new. It's kind of new to me trading all-time highs, in this capacity, right? We're in a completely different market environment right now. You know what I mean? We have Trump in office right now. The market's going crazy. We're spooling all-time highs. So it's very hard to short market there. Need a lot of confirmation. Yeah, way too bullish. Way too bullish, man. So need one more little push to the upside. See if we can get it. Just had this 30-minute candle open, so definitely expecting it to trade just a little bit higher into that 910 level. So balancing that price range from the top. See if price wants to come down into this fair value gap, or if we just flip this candle, continue higher. We're missing some people today in the live stream. Monday Blues got everyone, man. Definitely missing some people today. Hmm. Should get that last push higher here. That last push. We got an inverse fair value gap here come on the 1 minute, but I am not expecting that to hold. Not expecting that to hold. Expecting price to just blast right through that, create a high for that 30-minute candle, and then possibly come back down in the range a little bit. Hmm. All right, so we got a little bit of a pullback there on the 5-minute candle. We got an inside bar, as you can see. That first 10:30 candle closed as an inside bar, basically signaling a little bit of consolidation here coming in. We'll see if we can get that last push higher and hit that take profit. All right, so pushing higher
Order
again
filled.
and finally getting that take profit there. So really solid trade. Really solid trade. Got in here at the bottom, basically to the tick almost. Retested that midnight open and that fair value gap and solidifying basically that 100 points from the market open, right?